It's the Thursday afternoon, and the Cleveland starting five. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Isaac Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, they've got Andre Drummond, George out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the power forward position. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's George. Pass to Drummond. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team foul.
Maxey finds George. Here's Drummond outside Maxey. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass. Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
George scanning the floor. No good from outside.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Nice shot by George.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Mitchell. Drives to the hoop. And Mitchell with the slam.
The speed of that first step is just what makes Mitchell so difficult to contain.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And yep, it's good.
The little floater is so hard to stop. Mitchell gets you back on your heels, then he pulls the string.
George against Hunter. Kicks it to George. From deep. They get it again. And the jam by Drummond.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Embiid.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's George. He drives in. And he jams it down right on top of Jared Allen.
Gotta like the momentum on George's drive. Cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Now here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. George against Hunter. Nice shot by George. George has got 7 points.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Mitchell against George. Mitchell with the ball. Got it. Good job in the low post. He has 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Maxey missing. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Mitchell with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Hunter against George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Now George. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Allen. Now here's Mitchell. 2 on the clock. No good that time. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Cleveland on top, up by 1. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. Drummond to screen on Hunter. George. And George with the jam.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Just 5 to shoot. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Isaac Okoro.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
George hits them both. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt or I would have been out of league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
Back to Mitchell. Fires for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The Sixers trailing. And here's Oubre from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Oubre's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
He could have gone straight to the hole, but they'll take that 3.
Here's Mitchell. Nice move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Whatever he lacks in size, Mitchell makes up with craftiness and allows him to be effective inside.
Drummond to screen on Hunter. George passes to Drummond. Kicks it to George. The 3. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
The 3 from Mitchell. From outside. Mitchell is good.
Running the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
George outside. To the middle. And then Embiid with the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Mitchell against George. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Pass to Drummond. Outside Maxey. Oubre on the wing. Over Mitchell. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell. The floater. And it's good on the layup. Mitchell's got 17 points.
Athleticism on display from Mitchell, allowing him to figure out that inside coverage.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Ryan, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Drummond passes to Embiid. Up top, Maxey. George for 3. Offensive board. Oubre. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against. Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Hunter, here we go. And finished off by Hunter.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Into the lane. Embiid from outside. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cavaliers. His fingerprints were all over that corner. 13 points, leading the charge. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Lonnie Walker is out there with Kyle Lowry. Then there's Edwards, and it's Bona in at the 5. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. And the shot is good by Garland.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
And there's the lob, stolen by Lowry. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Max Booth. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Walker with the drive. Sweet little floater. Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Nice move. Garland, the pass to Thompson. Outside Strus. To the left wing. Garland finds Strus. And it's Bona with a rebound. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Oh, and he got fouled on it. His way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Jerome's checked in. Garland looking around. Here's Thompson. Garland against Lowry. And it's Bona with a rebound. The Sixers leading. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Lowry from the arc. Thompson pulls it in. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And it's Garland on the drive.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And here's Lowry. No points so far.
Cleveland foul. Dean Wade. That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Outside Walker. Thompson with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And Cleveland has possession. Here's Wade. Out to the right wing. Garland with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Javonte Green with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Fourth team foul.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
2 minutes remaining.
Walker, a screen on Garland. Outside Walker. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Pass to Bona. Out to Lowry. High arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Lowry's got his first 2 points.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
Out to Thompson. Back to Garland. To stop the drought. Connects from downtown. Garland's got 6 here in the quarter.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Second team foul.
A minute 6 left in the third quarter. Here's Garland. Denied. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Cavaliers ball.
59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. For the lead, pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 3. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. 4-3. They get it back. Here's Jerome. Garland with the ball. 6 points for him. Up and over Lowry. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 8.
Pretty savvy move there by Garland, making space with that pick and roll.
For 3, Lowry. The shot's good.
Going in with the artful shot, and Lowry knew that situation called for grace, not power.
Here's Garland. There's the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Hunter against Oubre. Hunter passes to Mitchell. 1 second left. Oh, he missed missed it. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at small forward.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Offensive rebound. Here's Drummond. Tries yet again, and the layup is good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Allen with a screen on George. From deep, Mitchell. And the Cavaliers, another three.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
George, a deep three. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland leading by 4. Allen inside. He's covered by Oubre. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line.
Wow! Put that in the dunk contest!
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Maxey finds Embiid. It's stolen. George with a steal. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Fast break, Cleveland. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Look at the big man run. Allen out hustling everybody on the break, and you need to reward your big man in those moments.
76ers trail by 8. Drummond, the screen on Hunter. The 3, George. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 7 tonight. Mobley outside. Allen with a screen on Oubre. Outside Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. An easy 2 on the layup. And now it's a 10-point Cleveland lead.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
George for 3. The Sixers again can't hit.
Questionable shot selection in that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Allen with a screen on Oubre. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Oubre. Mitchell, good.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Maxey. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Isaac Okoro.
Well, Maxey goes hard at the inside D, basically taking away their good options.
Both free throws good from Maxey. Now Mitchell. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Going inside, and Mitchell with the slam.
I'm just going to be real with you. With a full head of steam, the defense, they might not even bother when Mitchell's going that quickly.
It's stolen away. Oh, what confidence from Mitchell. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea. And great job to establish position and square up.
The Cavaliers lead by 14. Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Cavaliers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Donovan Mitchell.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
George against Hunter. George passes to Drummond. Now here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. And Mitchell with the slam.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
5 to shoot. Drummond passes to George. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And the jam by Drummond. George against Mitchell. Lets it fly. No good there. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold
first time. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And that one's good, George.
Look how confident George is inside. Just pops it in.
All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Maxey into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, a big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Here's George after Oklahoma City gets the 3, and it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Can they get it? Embiid wide open. That ball's nice feed that time from Jordan.
Come on, Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Maxey. And he can't jam it through. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
George with no one around. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game, and it's Williams with the jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Williams against George. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
1:22 left in the first quarter. Crafty move. Dort. No good that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. Poked away. Stolen by Dort. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Dort. No good from outside. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. The 76ers again can't hit it. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Holmgren. 9 points for Williams.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
To the middle. And Drummond throws it down.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Williams for three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Jalen Williams making... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Now, here's George. After Lou Dort's miss.
That's the man you want running into the pick and roll. It's all George at the helm. He's got the ball and makes a great play.
Outside, Dort. Six on the shot clock. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Fires the 3. Dort misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Now, here's Holmgren. After the miss from Andre Drummond. And stolen by Maxey. George, that's a 2-pointer. And some very quick points for him on that possession. George has got 7.
Paul George just felt out the defense there. And because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. The 76ers lead. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Holmgren in the high post. Embiid's there.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Williams against George. Clock at 4. They get the rebound. Embiid with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. With the clock, Embiid going all out.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bangs home the trifecta. 7 points in the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Poke loose. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for Drummond. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul George missing from long range. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. It's good. This game is all even. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
So much speed from Shea. Used it there to get by the defense.
And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Maxey.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far, and good that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. The three from George. Here's Drummond, goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Drummond's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Drummond can sit on that weak side block or in front of the rim and just be a tough guy to move out from the lane. He'll get those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Holmgren. He has yet to score. It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Dort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Sixers ball.
Holmgren with the steal. Andre Drummond has been on display for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Lonnie Walker. Then there's Lowry. And it's Bona in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here's the fast break. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Walker with a clean look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. He takes it in.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Joe, now recovering. Outside Williams, driving inside, and it's blocked. Pass to Yabusele, and he makes good on the layup. Yabusele's got his first bucket in this one.
When you make the next pass, nice job by Lowry there.
Here's Joe, now recovering. Joe with it, no scoring in this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And that one falls for Joe.
Isaiah Joe.
Both good from the line that time. Now here is Lowry. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. No dice from the high post. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Joe while recovering, and it goes down 2 points. And the Thunder lead by 1. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Taken away by Williams. Higgins outside. Williams has a screen for Wiggins.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And Wiggins throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Caruso against Walker. Caruso with the pass to Williams. There's the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Lowry. Here's Bona. Here's Yabusele. He's guarded by Williams. Three-pointer, Lowry. Offensive rebound. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Caruso. He has 7. Williams has a screen for Caruso. Tips it. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers trail by 3. Jacks up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Lowry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Kyle has those nights where he just steps back and his range seems to increase with the confidence he has.
The kick out to Williams. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Left side Lowry. There's a good screen. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Substitution on the court.
And here's George for 3. A shot off that time. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. Live.
All right, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Oklahoma City shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. So the Thunder 5 right now. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
Drummond. Pass to Embiid. Drummond with a screen on Holmgren. Embiid, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Holmgren kicks to Dort. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the wing right side. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Embiid with the screen on Williams. Pass to Embiid. inside.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Now, here's George. Going inside, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And Dort with a big-time dunk.
And George kicks to Oubre. And the three off target. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Embiid. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Needing a bucket, Andre Drummond goes and gets it.
The Thunder leading by 5. And here is Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Williams. Takes it inside, and it's good. 2 points. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now Maxey. It's stolen by Dort. To the paint. Holmgren the pass to Williams. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Williams for 3. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
The 3 from George. That shot off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Thunder.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And the rejection by Holmgren. Here is Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. And for Cleveland, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Mitchell with the ball. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Now here's Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks down the long J.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded by Okoro. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Okoro outside. Pass to Mobley. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. The 3 ball. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Of course, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps. This is Donovan Mitchell in his toolbox, right? Uses the shot fake, gets that defender to bite. Nicely done.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Mobley, a screen on Williams. Mitchell with room to shoot. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Mitchell's got 7 points.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. From deep, Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Oklahoma City trailing. Let's go with a 3. And it's Holmgren missing. And here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Allen in the high post. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, this guy has got tremendous length and hops. Jared Allen makes it easy.
And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
.152 left in the first. Williams on the wing. Holmgren with a screen on Hunter. Yep, that one's good.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Oh, tries a 3. Dort grabs the miss. Now here's Holmgren, covered by Mobley. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. clock at 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander tucks it last. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said, they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. Dort against Mitchell. Now here's Dort. No points yet. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. The rebound by Allen. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mitchell. He's got 10. Launches a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Left side Williams to the inside. Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. Dort for 3. Fires in the triple.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
That shot missing. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cleveland on top. They're up by 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
Stolen by Mobley and pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. And Mobley throws it down.
You can see once Mobley grabs the steal, he's ready to take off, gets down the floor so effortlessly.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Dort. Shot that time, not on target. Okoro, the defensive effort. Mobley, a screen on Dort. Here's Hunter. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Mobley against Holmgren. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The 3 from Okoro. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Okoro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
From deep, Mitchell. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Holmgren. Look at Chet finish the break.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. And stolen by Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the right wing. From deep, Holmgren. Kept alive. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
These are his first free throws of the game. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Down low. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. Outside for Dort. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Mitchell does not let that 6'1" frame deter him from going in the paint. This guy has got so much confidence.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Williams. And it's now just a 1-point Cleveland lead. Outside Mitchell. Over Williams. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Williams from long range. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating 3 to take the lead.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Thunder. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And on the floor for Mark Dagnall, starting the second half. Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams, then it's Kenrich Williams, and it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Thompson. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 4. Back to Caruso. From behind the arc. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Love the energy here in the 3rd. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Garland for 3. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today. Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
Pass to Williams. Now Wiggins, covered by Strus. Williams a screen on Strus. Wiggins And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Strus with a screen on Caruso. Here's Garland. He takes it in. It counts! And the foul! It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
That's just tremendous focus from the young guy, Darius Garland. Takes the punishment, figures out how to score it.
Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a three-level scorer. Knocks down the three with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. That one drops. He ties it up.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Now here's Joe. Not a lot of room. Williams up top. Shoots. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Garland for 3. The rebound by Wiggins. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Back to Garland. Outside, Green. Back to Garland. Clock at 6. And stolen by Caruso. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Wiggins from long range. Pure from three-point range. Wiggins got his first 3 points of the game. Caruso against Garland. And the shot goes down.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
Outside Joe. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Wiggins. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Joe, pass to Williams. Back to Joe. Beyond the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Garland, the pass to Wade. Back to Garland. Up and in on the layup. Garland's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Pass to Joe. Lets a floater go. And he makes it. Joe's got 7.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Back to Garland. Stolen by Caruso. The third quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City ahead, up 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And it's Okoro penetrating. That one drops for him.
Wow, playing with no fear. Okoro puts it on the deck, makes it happen.
Driving to the basket. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Lou Dort picks one up. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
Mitchell with the ball, now guarded by Holmgren. Mobley finds Mitchell. There's the drive, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. BA?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Both free throws good from Mitchell.
One of the things about Donovan Mitchell's game that I love is he's got elite athleticism. There is speed, there's burst, and there's physical strength. This guy is very capable offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. Off target with the open look. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Floats one up. Rejected by Holmgren. They get it back. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now.
If you need to cool somebody off on the offensive end, put Mr. Dort on him. This guy's so disruptive.
Williams with it. Guarded now by Okoro. And Williams punches it home.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
The free throw drops for Williams. The Cavs trailing. Allen with a screen on Williams. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Guarded by Okoro. They set the screen. Wing shot on the way. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 1.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
Donovan Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. He's got springs in those legs.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup is good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in the quarter. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
This is where Donovan Mitchell is nearly impossible to stop. With that aggressive defense, he still finds a way to score it.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Mitchell. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Here's Mitchell, and he hammers it down right in the face of Jalen Williams.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Hunter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Oh, deflected. Here's Mitchell. Hot off the drive. Mitchell.
There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Yes! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch. If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Mobley against Holmgren. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
And we talk about the things that made Chet Holmgren an elite prospect. Mental toughness is near the top of the list.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Allen a screen. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Outside for Mitchell. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Cleveland has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Mitchell against Williams. 4 on the clock.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
To the lineup for the opponent. Number 6, Jalen Williams.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Okoro. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Can't cash it in. And so the big win by Cleveland in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the
Here on this, our look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Kelly Oubre, Joel Embiid out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's George in at the 2. And for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here's George. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. First quarter, just over a minute played. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Outside, Maxey. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Shot from the inbound. And Embiid lays it in.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Cavaliers, and their biggest concern, of course, it's figuring out a way to guard Joel Embiid. Coach said Embiid presents all types of issues. He can post you up, knock down the three. We'll have to send multiple bodies at Embiid to keep him in check. We'll see how they try to defend him. It won't be straight up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Now, here's Mitchell. Oh, he jams it right over Kelly Oubre. Wow!
Oh, a fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
For Cleveland, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Okoro. Mitchell right side. Allen a screen on Oubre. For 3, Mitchell traps in the tray. Mitchell's got 10 points.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Embiid with a screen on Hunter. George way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Maxey. Okoro kicks to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Maxey. Outside, George. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No one covering.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. In the corner, it's Hunter. And it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond? Using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it's Mitchell missing. Now, here's Maxey. Here he goes. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He totaled 14. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence. exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with Isaac Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The 76ers trail by 6. Maxey on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball. Maxey's got 5.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
Mitchell outside. And he drives in, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now, here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. Mobley with the block. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
Yeah, thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Stolen by Mitchell. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Drummond. Now here's Embiid. From way outside, Joel Embiid. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the...
Oh, man.
And, guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Embiid sets the pick for George. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. For 3, Mitchell. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. George finds Maxey. Down low, here's Embiid. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Embiid with the steal. 1:49 left in the second quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Maxey, basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Maxey makes things happen with his hard work and determination as a scorer.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Outside, George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Oh, and here we go. Coro's got it, the fast break chance. Mitchell against Oubre. The three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Embiid wide open. Drains the three-pointer. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
The defense will have to get out on Embiid. He's dangerous at all 3 levels.
Allen, a screen on George. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind that.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Yabusele. Lonnie Walker is out there with Lowry. Then there's Edwards. And it's Bona in at the pivot spot, man in the middle. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That's where Tristan Thompson is most comfortable, right around the rim, throwing it down.
Lowry from deep three-point land. They grab their own miss. Pass to Yabusele. Walker with it. Here's Yabusele. Wade is covered.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Yabusele's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Outside, Green. Right side, Garland. Three-pointer. And it's Green. Missing. And Walker's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Thompson with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime and Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever. So they need to capitalize. You know, what makes Thompson so valuable is his activity on the glass, especially the offensive board. He really chases down loose balls.
Edwards, a screen on Garland. Lowry can't get it to go. Well, Cleveland shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And then Wade slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Back to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Garland against Lowry. Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room. Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And how about the soft touch by Garland with the nice floater up over the top of the defense.
Here's Lowry. Up and in on the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Lays lays it up off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Garland against Lowry. Thompson sets the pick for Garland. 13 feet away. Second shot opportunity. Here's Thompson. And at last, they get one to fall. Thompson's got 6.
Yeah, this is where Thompson wants to do his scoring. Close in the paint.
Garland against Lowry. Pass to Yabusele. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And it's Bona missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Garland. Way to screen on Lowry. And here's Garland for 3. Good on the three-point shot. He has 7.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
Lowry looking around. Yabusele passes to Lowry. There's Walker with the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Cavaliers on. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And it's George missing. Cleveland leading by 9. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
Outside, Maxey. Lets a floater go. And the layup is good.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Mitchell's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Mitchell against George. Lets the 3 fly. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Maxey. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
So tough trying to knock Maxey off balance, off stride. He's outstanding at playing through contact.
George against Mitchell. At the elbow, it's Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell kicks to Mobley from downtown. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maxey looking it over. Embiid is at the elbow. From outside the arc. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Maxey. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
One of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
It's up a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Okoro passes to Mobley. Back to Okoro. Knocks it loose. Mobley dishes to Okoro. Pass to Allen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers trail by 6. And here's Maxey. Oubre outside. At the elbow, it's Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen.
Nice aggressive take that time by Drummond. Goes right into the defender to get the shot off and a foul.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Mitchell against George. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Okoro. Allen, a screen on Maxey. Back to Allen. And Allen with the slam.
Did you guys see that? My goodness, Allen got crazy talent.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch bells with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
So they foul intentionally. It's the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. So he gets them both. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Drives to the hoop to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
Just way too fast for him. Maxey quick on the drive.
The Cavaliers on offense. Hunter on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Outside for George. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Allen outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Allen showing you his craftiness, adept at using his shot fake to get the defenders off the ground.
Jared Allen.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
3 points.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. They didn't miss. Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony.
SLA-UA. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's George in at shooting guard. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Both of these teams get the benefit of having a deep roster.
Yeah, it's a luxury these days, honestly. Resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
Now here's Drummond. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Embiid, a screen on Williams. Here's George on the take, and the jam by George.
You gotta like the momentum on George's drive, cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Williams against Oubre. Outside, Williams. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Pass to Oubre. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. There's a screen. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the game. And that one falls for Oubre. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Count it. Maxey's got his second basket of the game.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looked so composed amongst those trees.
Holmgren with a screen on George. Pass to Holmgren. Who poked away? Oh, George with a steal. Up top, Embiid. He's covered by Holmgren. Embiid can't hit.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Maxey, that's good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Screen by Holmgren. The three ball. Counted from distance.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Allie, thank you. Williams' shot is good.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Embiid, a screen on Williams. George outside. Nails it from three. George has got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Holmgren with a screen on Oubre. 6 to shoot. Baseline jumper. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Yeah, it's certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing it.
And the jam by George.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Maxey against Dort. Pass to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him. See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, they've got Andre Drummond. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Paul George, and it's Maxey in at the 1. An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
The Sixers leading. For 3, Maxey. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. It's Dort on the wing. Maxey covering. Dort against Maxey. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Williams against George. Fires the 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. George outside. Oubre, a screen on Williams. It's George with the drive. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Holmgren with it. Picked up by Embiid. Holmgren against Embiid. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. The three is up. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Hartenstein. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, BA. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
And at the offensive end, George, persistent and consistent.
Holmgren, the pass to Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Maxey. Here's Dort. Again, Oklahoma City.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's George. 13 points in the game.
Yes, such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D.
Philadelphia shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Holmgren. He's got 5. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. Back to Hartenstein. Pass to Williams. Gets the 3 ball to go. Williams has got 10 points.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Drummond, the screen on Williams. George's shot is off. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good off the back of the rim. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. For 3, Maxey. They grab their own miss. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take, and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
For Philadelphia, Joel Embiid at the line for 2. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And Embiid drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. It's Dort on the wing. There's 38 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, stolen by Embiid. George for 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner. Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Right side Maxey. Over Dort. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George has been sensational.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
They've got Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Now here's Caruso. Three-pointer, no good. And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Outside Joe. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first.
At the line for 2, Isaiah Joe.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Sixers lead by 3. Walker for 3. Williams grabs the board. And Oklahoma City shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
They set the pick. Walker for 3. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They trail by 1. Here's Joe. Banked it in off the glass. Joe's got 6 here in the quarter. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Now here's Walker. Count that bucket. Walker's gotten his second bucket.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Joe. There's the 3. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
There's a screen. Walker for 3. Connects from downtown. Walker's got 7 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Caruso.
At the line for Oklahoma City, Alex Caruso.
Hits both from the stripe. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Outside Walker. Releases. Williams grabs the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Joe, the pass to Williams. Back to Joe. 6 on the shot clock. Up and over Lowry. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And it's Lowry with the ball for Philadelphia. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Outside Joe. Pass to Williams. Stolen by Lowry. Yabusele. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Here's Caruso, and that one is hammered home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. pulls it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Lowry. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
Caruso outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. For 3, George. Williams grabs the board. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wiggins against Oubre. Outside Joe. And the layup falls. Joe's got 11 points here in the second half.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
George for 3. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's George in at the 2-guard. Drummond passes to Maxey. Over Dort. Good work defensively by Dort.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Oubre with a steal. They've got numbers. Throws it up high. And the jam by Drummond.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Williams with the screen. That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Oh, George with a steal. Maxey with it. Guarded now by Williams. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Maxey.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pass to Williams. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Now Holmgren. Clock at 6. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Embiid with it. Up top, Maxey. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 4. George, a deep 3. Goes back up, and Drummond with the lay-in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Pass to Holmgren. Easy 2 for Holmgren.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
To 3, George. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Oubre. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Oubre picks him up. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
Kelly Oubre picks one up.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 76ers trail by 6. Maxey surveys.
In the game, 2 minutes.
.152 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And slams it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And it gets that one. And now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And he converts the layup. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
Williams against George to tie it up. The offensive rebound. Embiid a screen on Williams. George for 3.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
George for 3. He connects. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Philadelphia. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's George. Drummond, the screen on Holmgren. Now George. To take the lead. And so the big win by Oklahoma City in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous...
Time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat.
Brent, looking at this game tonight, both of these teams certainly get after it on the defensive end.
Well, I'm touching your suit here, Kevin, and it looks like you got shoulder pads in there. You're going to need that. This game's going to be a grinder. It's going to be physical. These guys are going to bump each other around, and they play hard-nosed defense. So I would expect this game to not rise up in terms of the scoring column, and we'll see who's tougher tonight.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the Coro. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now, here's Hunter. Mitchell outside. From deep, buries the long-range jumper.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Mitchell against Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6, and it's sent back by Mitchell.
And watching Mitchell there, he was just sitting on that.
Count that one for Dort.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And it's Mitchell missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Holmgren. Mobley with the block. Mitchell looking it over. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Here's Mitchell driving to the basket. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the triple. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's a Coro. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the wing jumper.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And DeAndre Hunter is a plug-and-play type of wing. Brent, he can fit in anywhere.
Yeah, really good at spacing the floor, getting better at creating for himself, Kevin. And defensively, he's a solid on-ball defender that can switch up to multiple positions. Who in the league isn't looking for a talent like that?
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Allen with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's a Coro. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%, and it's in there.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin?
I agree. David, he is fearless.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. Lobbed up there for Allen. Outside, Dort fires for three. It's good from long range. Dort's got 5 now.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
The drive by Mitchell. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. The Thunder with the lead. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Never dialed back. SGA determined on the finish.
The Thunder shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Mitchell. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Williams sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That shot off. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
On defense, the Thunder. 4-point game. That bucket in no time at all. Okoro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Okoro, and that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points. For 3, Mitchell. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Alexander kicks to Williams. The tray. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Mitchell against Hartenstein. Pass to Okoro. Now, here's Hunter. Clock at 6, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, you love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
For 3, Mitchell, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Okoro finds Allen. Holmgren with the steal. With the drive. Outside, Dort. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league. Alexander is nothing if not a creator to make that pass in his sleep.
Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Into the lane. Pass to Allen. In the corner, it's Mobley. Looking for Allen, he gets it there. Back to Mobley. 6 to shoot. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good tee by Williams. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Holmgren with it, guarded by Hunter. Mobley against Dort. Back to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. And now just a 5-point Cleveland lead.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Mitchell, and then jammed down right as he goes over Jalen Williams.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We come back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Thompson. Green is out there with Wade. Then there's Garland. And it's Strus into the shooting guard position. And there's the call on Javonte Green. That's his first foul. On defense, Cleveland. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Wiggins. And count it from 19 feet away.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Thunder trailing by 5. Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Back to Caruso. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Pass to Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. Over Green. Caruso, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Garland. Still yet to score. Uses the glass to finish the lane. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
Williams, a screen on Garland. Joe passes to Williams. Back to Joe. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Garland with it. Williams picks him up. Count that bucket. Garland's got his second basket of the night.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Caruso. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Garland to the middle. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Just to Thompson with some force on that one.
And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. They trail by 6.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Caruso against Green. Caruso kicks to Williams. Back to Caruso. Driving the lane. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Caruso's got 4 points this quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 4. The wide open look here for Garland. Here's Thompson. Out to Wade. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Caruso looking for an opening. Williams finds Joe. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. And it's Wade with the rebound. Cleveland has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Right side, Garland. Out to Thompson. Inside. Puts the move on. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Nobody near Williams. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Garland way outside. Can't connect from long distance. Thunder trailing by 6. Stolen by Thompson. Garland left side. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Alex Caruso. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Joe in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Got a piece of it. Williams up on top. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's Hunter. Allen outside. Pass to Mobley. From deep. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Mobley. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a key to provide some spacing for this offense if Jared Allen can be confident and knock down shots like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go from the wing. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Allen, a screen on George. Mitchell wide open. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Hartenstein. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Nifty move. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Thunder have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Dort. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Mitchell against Hartenstein. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Mitchell. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. A nice assist for Williams.
SGA doesn't rely on the 3 to get his points, but man, when it's falling, watch out.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell, and Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 11.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:52 left in the game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Okoro. They get it again. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. A kick out to Mobley. And another miss by Cleveland.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Williams, a screen on Hunter. A floater. That one goes. Count it.
Gilgeous-Alexander comes at you in a lot of ways. There's floaters and pull-ups and drives. Pretty gifted offensive player.
Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Allen. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
From Shea Gilgeous-Alexander,
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Hunter. 6 to shoot. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. From deep. The Thunder pull it in. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled,